welcome to the game store. So you called earlier, correct? Wonderful. So I know you're trading in a black GameCube, and I'm happy to take a look at it. And when's the last time you tested it? Okay, and are the games all working? Some scratches? Alright, well I can take a look. And was this your GameCube and games? Okay, that's no problem. And then what about the controller? Okay, we'll take a look at it as well. So I'm going to go through everything, take a look at the console, the controller, and then just briefly look at the games. I will separately be testing all of them after hours just to ensure they all work. If there are any issues, I will let you know, but otherwise I can give you cash or store credit. If we give you store credit, you'll get a little bit more, but either way, we give a very fair price, and the best price around, much better than our competitor stores. So do you have any questions before we get started? Great. So why don't we start off looking at the controller? Thank you very much. Okay, so I see that the wiring is very good and no issues with it at all. And then this looks perfect. Nice and clean. And then is this the only controller you have? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just like to double check. So I am going to just dust a little bit, but it looks pretty clean. So just dusting the top and then around the buttons here. And you just don't play this anymore. Yeah, I know, I definitely go through phases, but the GameCube is one of my favorite consoles. Just have a lot of good memories playing specific games. But it looks like you really took care of this controller. So I'm excited to see the games and the console. Okay, so this looks very nice. Everything sounds perfect. Nothing seems to be sticking. I'll set this aside. I definitely want to purchase this. And now let's look at the console. So let me dust it first. And just some smudges on the top. Let's see if I can get them out. Sometimes it's really hard to get scuffs out of this up top, but it's always good to at least try. And these leave so many fingerprints too. That's the problem with black consoles. So power, reset, open. Clean inside. I'm not going to touch anything until after I test it. there's a handle here. Makes it so easy to move it around. See a lot of dust back here, but that's pretty common, especially if it's just been sitting at your house. So it looks much better already. I'll just do this side. And then this side. And now the front. Okay, so right up here. And did you wipe off the front already? Yeah, it looks really clean. Just see. Okay, I don't see too much dust in the controller slots. And then you have a Game Boy player on the bottom. Okay, and you want to include that in the trade-in? Okay, yeah, that will actually bring up the value of this console a little bit, so you will get a little bit more money, so thank you for trading it in as well. We always need them. And do you happen to have the disc that goes with it? Perfect. Then I will take that off your hands as well. But this looks great. So, like I said, I'm not going to test it right now. I take your word for it. But I will take a look at all of your games now. Okay? So I'm going to set this aside. Alright, so a nice stack of games. And are these specific ones from your personal collection? Okay, so just kind of a mix. Yeah, that's perfect. We will take anything. And we will take any games too. So if you find any games that you think we might not be interested in, always give us a call. We really like purchasing games that are lesser known, not as popular, so just always give us a ring if you find something. Okay, so this is Soul Calibur II. I'm not completely familiar with this game. I think it's a fighting game. I do see Link on the back. One of my favorite characters. Let me just dust the case. And is there any particular story behind these games? Yeah, it's really fun to collect games from childhood. We have a lot of people who come in looking for certain games that they remember playing. And so it's always super fun to have it in stock so we can get it for them. I see a lot of inserts for this one. I think it's just a flyer and then a manual. And then we take a look at the disc. Okay, so I don't see any scratches. Maybe just a few fingerprints. So we actually do run these through a disc cleaner machine. So all I'm going to do is just lightly dust. And then we will run it through our machine later. That one looks perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right here. What's next? WarioWare Mega Party Game. So this is kind of like a Mario Party game. Looks like there's a lot of different games to play. I think I played this one a long time ago, but it has been a while. It looks super fun though, and I actually love the case. So just dusting, and then we'll take a look inside. Did you say these are all complete? Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just double check. I do see the manual right here. This one's actually pretty long. I know most GameCube manuals are pretty long. This manual is also very colorful. Again, this game looks pretty fun. Take a look at the disc. Okay, also looks good. Just a few fingerprints. Digimon Rumble Arena 2. This one seems a little bit lighter, so I'm not sure if it's complete. Yeah, it doesn't look like it is. That's fine, we'll still take it though. You just won't get as much trade-in value. So if you change your mind about not wanting to trade in any of these, let me know. And then I can also, of course, give you a price at the end. And this one's actually perfect, so I'm not going to dust it or anything. And if you happen to find the manual for this, let me know. Surprisingly, this game has sold in our store before, so I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes looking for it again. Okay, Metroid Prime. Dust this one a little bit. Always a popular game in store, and even for GameCube, it's still popular. So we have the manual, the disc. This manual looks really long too. Let's see. 30 pages. And what is this? Confidential. Subject: Metroid. Top secret. This is an ad for Metroid Fusion, a Game Boy Advance game. Did you ever play that? No, I never did either. But it looks like it was a popular game. Okay, then a Mario Party game. So you have 6 6 and 7, I see. Okay, this is 6. Actually love the covers of both of them. Always very colorful again. And just fun to look at and see all the characters. Now, did you have a favorite Mario Party game? Yeah, I just remember playing all the time when I was younger, and even still today, play on Switch pretty often. It's just always one of the best games to play during a party. And then Mario Party 7 has the manual. So just take it out. Okay, looks good. Now these two games will definitely get you a little more trade-in money. Just gonna dust this a little bit. And then let's take a look at 6. There's a little smudge in the corner, so I'm just going to try to get that out. Party till the break of dawn. Again, the manual and the disc. Looks wonderful. Let's put that right back in. What else? So, Zelda. Alright, let's look at the Zelda games. The Wind Waker. This is a great game. I actually didn't like it the first time I played it, but then I grew to enjoy it over the years. An evil wind is rising. And yeah, I just love the graphics. And even on the GameCube, the graphics for this game are pretty good. Just popped it in my GameCube recently, and it's just really fun. So put that back. And this disc is actually really pretty. It's a nice gold color. It looks like there's some symbols on the front which I never actually noticed before. I wonder if they mean anything. Okay, that one looks great. Then one of my all-time favorites, Twilight Princess. Okay, so again, manual and disc. Again, this disc is kind of gold looking. Actually, I think Link is on the front. So that looks pretty cool. And this disc is perfect. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And I see we have the manual. And again, I really like the artwork in this game. I think Link looks really cool in this picture. With Epona, of course. This game really is so good. And you said you did play it? Yeah. It's absolutely worth playing on GameCube. And I actually did play this one again recently, and the graphics really are not too bad. You can also play it on Wii U though, in HD, which makes it of course a little bit better. But even on GameCube, it's not bad. I hope I'm not changing your mind about wanting to trade in any of these. But they really are great games. And now a few more Mario games. So Super Mario Sunshine. And I always like this cover too. And this is a fun game. Actually, I haven't played a Mario game in a long time, so at least on GameCube. So I have to get back into them. I was thinking of playing this or maybe Double Dash, which I think I saw in your pile. Okay, so the manual is here. And there's a few additional things. So you have 3 inserts for Nintendo Power subscription. So I don't know why you have 3, but we'll take them. Were you interested in holding on to any of them? Okay. Then a safety booklet, and then manual, and then the game. This one has a nice blue logo on the front, and it looks like there's a few smudges, but our disc cleaner will be able to remove them, so I'm not concerned. Then Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. This looks very nice. Did you play this on Switch? Yeah, it's always nice to see Nintendo recreate some of the classics, some of the games that fans want to play remastered. I know I have a few Zelda games on my list that I wish they would do that for, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Beautiful manual, and then the disc. This looks very, very good. So again, I'll just stick this in our disc cleaner, but it looks beautiful just like the rest of them. Then Double Dash. Team up for twice the fun. This game actually feels really heavy, so I wonder how many pages are in the manual. Let's take a look. Let's see. So 40 pages. this one's a little bit bigger than the others. And it definitely gives a lot of information about all of the characters, which is pretty cool. There's so many to choose from. Driving techniques, controls, items, modes. I really do wish we still had manuals like this in games, but that is definitely a thing of the past now. So let's look at this disc. And it has kind of like a checkered racing design on the front. And yeah, this one looks really good too. You definitely took care of your games, that's for sure. We always appreciate that. Very good. Well, I am definitely interested in purchasing all of this. So let me think of a price. So for the games, plus the controller, plus the GameCube, if you're looking for a store credit, I can give you about $400. And that's a very generous price, but you have quite a few heavy hitter games that I know will sell immediately in store. And then, of course, everything's in really good condition. And do you have any questions? Okay. So then I will ring you up in a few minutes after we get all of this set aside. And I really appreciate you coming in. So again, anytime you want to trade anything in, feel free to give us a call or stop by. We are happy to take anything you have off your hands. So thanks so much, and I hope to see you again soon.